Hey guys, and welcome to another Miniature Adventures video. We're going to be going through War in Christmas Village, a free print-to-play game that's come out just in time for the holiday season. So let me introduce the game. So, what do I mean by print and play? By print and play, what I mean is you literally just get the PDF files, print them off, print off the miniatures, and all you have to do is supply the dice. Now, from that, it goes into a little bit more complication. You'll need some simple things like scenery, which honestly you can use your grandma's Christmas village, some snow, and of course the minis. So the minis that you get are very detailed. So you get 2 sheets of miniatures just like these. These are on paper, but printed out they look like this. This is just printed out on normal cardstock. And honestly, they are fantastic quality. I mean, look at the detail on that. That is a cracking Christmas tree. I personally wouldn't want to go against that. And Father Christmas, definitely not the Father Christmas we're used to. And snowmen. So, what is it? Okay, so basically, it's a tabletop game that is free. And you can print off as many as you want. You can have a whole army. We could have loads of these running around. Have whole armies of snowmen running around and fighting. It's a dice-based miniatures game that literally all the rules are printable in a PDF. You won't get this cover. This cover I had to make myself. Now, it's very simple. I mean, the rules are pretty much just like most standard games. These are the cards. So that is the rules there. That's it. This is literally just sequence of play, placing the presents. So you get points, Kringle points, when you kill and poison players, models, when you kill the Christmas tree ants, or perform certain objectives based on the scenario. Now, sequence of play plays out just like a normal tabletop game, but the best thing honestly is just the fact that you can use, as I say, your grandma's Christmas village. I won't use my wife's. I bought some to cover my back. So each special character, snow person, wood elves, all have their own stack cards in here, so you'd print these off and cut them out. Then some of the more unique characters, like Percha the Christmas Witch, basically have special abilities. So here we have Mind Control, which means that she can use a standard action to make a psychic attack against an enemy, or a fireball. Or Saint Nicholas, he has can spend an action to bless an ally within line of sight. The allies get +1 armor. So you would print all these off, and these would basically be your cards. So there's Krampus, Father Christmas, Blitzen, which, you know, if you don't know, he's one of Father Christmas's reindeers. So it's not just Christmas, the normal Christmas characters you would normally associate with Christmas. Here we have a zombie horse, a zombie caroler. Let me see if that focuses. So there are lots of scenarios that are pre-built into this, and then, as I say, there are quite a few scenarios that aren't they're just open play. You know, let's say that Mrs. Claus has decided to, or the Mrs. as she's just called in this, has decided to attack Christmas Town in retaliation for, I don't know, Father Christmas having an affair with the Tooth Fairy. You know, there are all sorts of things that you can do, and there are so many different miniatures that you can print off to play, and you can have full battles. So here's an elf. It's just a fantastic game. It's well written. It's very, very well written. It's one of the best well written ones I've seen in a long time. So I mean, it covers even creature AI, so you don't have to worry about that. It's made by a company called Jackalope, and they had a Kickstarter going off a while ago, just for the miniatures. And in the miniatures you get snowmen, Mr. Claus, and then I think a zombie horse, and then basically from then on they've expanded. So this is one of the Kickstarters actually. So here are the Christmas presents that you'd have to get, and this is the tree end. So I mean, you're not really there's not much difference between the two, in that this is such a good quality that if you didn't want to go the full miniature route, if you weren't sure you know, that you really want to play the game, then you can just print these off on cardstock. I mean, they print off perfectly, and I just bought this cardstock from Walmart. And so let's just dive into some of the table setups so you can kind of see what we're thinking about. So these kind of villages I bought from the dollar store. Now, imagine this setup. Oh no, there's a rogue treant attacking my Christmas village. Let me see if I can put that on camera. I'm sorry for the wobbling camera. And Father Christmas, or Krampus as he's called, has assembled a unit of his best elves and snowmen to go fight it. And that is how it plays out. It just plays fun. And as I say, you can make up your own. You can use just simple scenery like this that, you know, you would use in Christmas Village. Or you could just have a plain snow landscape. And it incorporates all sorts. There's Jack Frost in there. There is the Easter Bunny, I believe. If it's not out, it's coming out. No, there's the Easter Bunny. So most of these will all be in miniature format. So I do believe there are some Halloween stuff. I may be wrong. But so you can play all sorts of different. Maybe Halloween, kind of like the night before Christmas. Halloween decides it wants Christmas. It's going to take over Christmas Town. So you could do that battle to fight those scenarios. I mean, it's easy for the kids to pick up. Literally, that is all the rules that you need to play. And here we go. You can set up your own D6 random encounters. So I mean, it's very random. And I've played a little bit with my children. Some of them are 11, and then the older one is 17. And we play quite a lot of other games. So The Walking Dead, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Shadespire, and he enjoyed this. He thoroughly enjoyed this, and it's a game you can play all year round. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not just a Christmas game, but I mean, it just has so much potential to play. I mean, let's say literally all these cards are just cards you would print off and cut out. I've kept them in here just because it was easy. I have another copy of the card separately. So here's an example of a scenario. So all the recent zombie activity in and around Christmas Village has upset many of the forest folk, and an angry Christmas treant has stumbled into town on a rampage. So there's the treant, and then we have some zombies. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. We have some zombies. So let's just say there's a couple of those going around. Oh, here, by the way, is the Christmas witch. So each player who helps subdue the Christmas treant receives a crinkle point. So they receive a crinkle point for that. And then scoring crinkle points. So each special treasure token carried off the board. So you have like special tokens. So here we go. I mean, look at that. That's quite cool. I mean, I don't know if I'd want that under my Christmas tree, but still. Each hero or psychic that has not been captured during the game. Basically, it all adds up, and then you end up with points at the end. Now, every time you attack the Christmas treant, he does drop out Kringle presents. So it's quite lucrative to attack him. But I mean, it's pretty simple. He moves 3, has a melee attack at 3, no range modifiers, a dodge of -1. I mean, he's a huge hulking beast. And then willpower. So I mean, yeah, it's a fantastic game to play. It's all written by, I believe, one gentleman from Jackalope Company. He has so many ideas. I mean, I talk to him quite often, and he has so many ideas for expanding. And he wanted everyone to be able to enjoy the tabletop game without having to buy everything. And as I say, you literally just buy the sheets and the miniatures, cut them out. So here we have, I believe this is the Nutcracker, Mrs. Pringle, Snowmen, Elves. What else is on there? I think that's pretty much else on that one. We have Jack Frost, so we can go against Jack Frost. Presents, more snowmen, Tree Ant, the Christmas Witch, Saint Nick, there, the Easter Bunny, and there's, I think that might be another witch, or it might just be slightly different. But yeah, I recommend it. Find it online on Facebook. The War and Christmas Village group, or if you go to miniatureadventuregames.weebly.com, you'll be able to download. There's an article there on the War and Christmas Village where I review it. You'll be able to go on there, download. It'll take you to a link. You'll be able to download the rules and give it a go. I seriously cannot emphasize how easy and fun this game is. As I say, my son and I, we played it, and we had the scenario with the Ent and the Christmas Village, and I lost. I lost. The Ent took me down, but he managed to take the Ent out, and it was, yeah, it's fun, especially when you see is a band of snowmen coming to attack your one little elf. And it's great for a Christmas game, but as I say, it's pretty good for all year round. So that's all from me. Happy wargaming, happy tabletop gaming, and enjoy miniature adventures. Goodbye.